Hey friends, so I just wanted to catch up. So it's been a while. In the last video I posted, I had the realization that I was carrying this big story of unworthiness, and since then I really took some intentional time to go inward, also for other reasons, what was happening in the world, and just needing to really be present with the movements that were taking place, and also just with myself and my own path and my own work. So basically what happened after the last video I posted, where I had this massive realization, was I just cut off all contact with pretty much anyone that I'd been in touch with via online dating, and went offline for about a month, and really focused on realizing the realization that I was living from an intuitive place in every element of my life except for dating. And that was a part of my life that I was still running old stories about what I wanted, about who I was, about how I show up in relationship, about what I expect from my partner. And I really just blew it open, and I had this realization, why on earth would I think that I know what I'm gonna want in the future? I have no fucking clue. My definition of relationship changes every day. So much of the work that I've been doing with Ista and these different sacred sexuality experiences is just blowing my mind open about what's possible and about how I want relationship to look. And when I say all of my language around intention for relationship for me recently, in the last several years, has been around co-creation. So how do I think that I know that I'm inviting co-creation, but how do I think that I'm doing that if I'm trying to control what it is that I want? If I'm essentially interviewing people for a job position that I've already created in my mind. That's not really true to the way that I live my life. It's not really true to the energy that I want in a relationship at all. I want presence, I want deeper listening, and I want to have it be a feeling of possibility, and not this limited idea oh, you don't want kids, oh, you're out of the running. I have no idea if I'm actually gonna want children. I know that I've gone through periods where I definitely do, but then I have other periods where I don't. And I know that I'm really happy in my life. And so why would I think that this other thing is being a certain way is going to make me happier? It's going to make me more able to relate to someone at a deeper level. No, I don't have a clue. That's the point, right? You live from intuition, and that changes. Intuition changes all the time. I thought I was moving to Mexico City in April, and then the world completely changed, and then immediately everything rearranged itself so that I could stay here. And that was bonus, right? It's always just bonus. So I just feel things might not work out the way that I think they should, but that doesn't mean that they're not working out the way that I need them to. And so I've really been working hard. Not even working. This isn't even effort. I've just been releasing shit. And looking at all the different ways that I was holding on to stories that don't serve. And I'm really I'm still doing online dating. I've done some in-person dating, which has been really fun. It's nice to have that opportunity available to me here where I'm living. And I love this. So I'm really grateful. And I feel I had some really big breakthroughs in the last couple weeks, and I'll share videos about those too, because they just really helped me understand on a much deeper level what was happening and why I had withdrawn, or why I have certain patterns around hiding. So it's been great. It's been a powerful time for me, and I can say that okay, I'm starting to approach things from that place now. I'm following the connections that even if they don't make any sense to me at all, I have energy around, and letting that be enough. And letting it be enough if I don't have energy around a connection, feeling free to release it. And it's beautiful. It's really beautiful, and it's invited in some opportunities that are like really non-traditional and beautiful and super fun. And I feel the playfulness coming back, and like, you know, I'm not looking for anything to happen really quickly. Like, actually, in the past, that hasn't served me at all. Those are the moments in which I tend to give the most away of my own desires because of codependent programming, because of codependent habits and patterns. And so really just standing in like this amazing life that has been offered to me, that I've moved towards, that has been created for me, that intuitively I've been guided to, whatever you want to say. And acknowledging the incredible privilege that that is, and also recognizing that like anyone else that comes into the picture is bonus. Like, I feel so sovereign and so strong in my power right now, and in my love for myself and for the world around me, and in my offerings to the world, and it feels great. So it was a rough month last month. There was a lot happening for me internally as well, and it was not unaffected by everything that's happening in the United States. Yeah, and I don't want to make that movement about me at all, but just to say, like, I've been educating myself and going very deeply inwards and looking at what are some other ways that I can offer services that would feel like they're more acknowledging of the history of white supremacy and more in alignment with moving towards equity. So anyway, it's a different video, a different time, but just wanted to share that it's been a really intense 6 weeks or whatever it's been since I last posted, and I'm feeling good coming out on the other side of it, and able now to like get up early in the morning again and go for runs and do the things that keep me healthy, happy, and able to support people in their own work. So just sending so much love. All right. Mwah. Ciao.